You are listening to Vitruvian Man with Jesse and Josh.
Welcome back to Vitruvian Man, and as usual, I am joined by Manila Josh.
What is happening, homie?
Broseph.
Been a long time. Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry. I've been out some stupid shit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Life gets in the way.
Life.
How dare life get in the way of a podcast?
Rat fucking bastard.
Isn't this podcast more important than your life?
Yes, actually.
I know our listeners feel that way.
Yeah, both of them.
I'm going to spring this on you. Did you hear about Richard Krause and Jeffrey Epstein and Richard Dawkins?
No, I haven't heard about this one. Well, I mean,
Krause and Dawkins were friends with Epstein. And I just watched a YouTube video of a lady who was a skeptic and an atheist who would go with Richard Dawkins to these atheist conventions and stuff. And boy, did I learn a lot of stuff I didn't like about Richard Dawkins.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff come out in the past few years. And I don't know if it's like, has he always been that way, or is there a breakdown in the frontal temporal lobe?
But I mean, we rip right wingers all the time, so I have to, in fact, rip somebody like Dawkins if something like this comes up, because it's only fair.
Especially when he talks as much shit as he does about stuff.
Yeah, apparently not a very good guy though.
That's unfortunate.
So, Krause is.
Now, who's Krause?
I'm sorry, bother to look it up. I just think he's another physicist.
Okay.
I believe I've watched his videos several times. I'm fairly certain he's a physicist as well.
And he was involved with the Steiners, the Epsteiners.
And Jeffrey Epstein hates Krause, so you should watch this video. It's actually pretty great, talking about how much Epstein hated Krause and all the back and forth between those two. So
those fucking the shit that's coming out of that right now is just like how hard the administration is going on trying to hide everything, and they can't, because they're inept. They're fucking dumb as shit. They can't even redact shit right. You know what I mean? And like people are unredacting stuff now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just like, and the thing that, what they always say is, well, Bill Clinton's in the files too. I don't give a motherfuck.
That does not mean we shouldn't release all those names.
Get that put them all in fucking jail. If they're fucking kids, put them in jail.
I happen to love Barack Obama. It would be a pleasure to meet him. If I found out he was in there, well, we're done.
Put his ass in jail. I don't give a fuck.
Because the GOP rallies around their predators and child molesters. Doesn't mean I have to.
Cult of personality.
Yes.
Right? I mean, they're just like, cover your own. Fuck you. Put the motherfuckers in jail.
Exactly.
Put all the files out. Anybody that's in there, put them in fucking jail. It'll never happen because it's all rich people that fucking pay to play. I mean, that's what it's all about, is that rich people get bored and then they want to fuck things.
I saw a meme the other day. That's great. I saw a meme the other day. This idiot had torn down like an anti-ICE monument.
Oh, that dipshit.
Yeah, and the meme said, "No one is above the law," and then it told the story. And I'm like, actually, the entire administration's above the law.
Yeah.
And until something actually happens, just getting impeached, by the way, doesn't mean you're below or above the law, right? Impeachment is not jail. So if Trump got impeached, that would not be justice.
It doesn't mean anything.
No, not at all.
No, it doesn't mean anything until you go to fucking court. Impeaching is like a sternly worded letter. Fuck
it's a slap
you, dude.
on the orange wrist.
And it's not even like a slap. They don't give a fuck.
No one gives a shit. Now, we have a lot to talk about today because it's been a couple weeks.
Okay.
I have a little gift for you.
Uh-oh.
It's not even wrapped. You can just open it up here.
Is this an on-air?
Yeah, an on-air gift.
Oh, dude, where did you find this?
We had talked about Oliver Stone's U-Turn, right? U-Turn?
Yes.
And I just went on eBay and they had a brand new copy.
Thank you.
Of course.
So fucking much, dude.
Absolutely.
Now, have you watched it?
No.
Okay.
It's yours, baby.
We got to watch this together.
That'd be great.
Because it's one of those movies. Oh my God, I love this movie so much. There's like these single cell scenes. If I could buy the scene of Billy Bob Thornton standing in the anorak jacket with the fucking twister spinny thing with this big glasses on. This is back when he was when he was a little tubby.
Right.
Oh my God. It's so, I'd frame that shit and put it on the wall because it is so confusing.
Oliver Stone is a little like culture trash David Lynch in that his movies are flawed, kind of like Lynch's sometimes are, but I enjoy them.
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers have several problems, but it has good scenes, too.
I love that fucking movie.
Yeah. With script by Quentin Tarantino.
It's script by Tarantino. And the one thing I haven't seen, and I've heard that I should, is JFK, just because it's fucking melted.
So it's complete bullshit.
It's melted. Yeah.
It's nonsense historically. But boy, is it a good movie. Oh, no, you should see it for sure.
I really, especially, that Magic Loogie bit from Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. That's a parody of that movie. You'll enjoy JFK for sure.
I will have to see that, because that's another one. That was like one of the first, getting back into it, 3-hour fucking movies. It's long as fuck.
It's breezy watch though.
Is it?
It's got a lot of great side characters.
So many people are in it. I mean,
Donald Sutherland has like 6 minutes that'll melt your face off. It's just really good.
Dude, thank you so much. That's fucking
totally
awesome.
We have lots to talk about today. Speaking of David Lynch, did you see that story? It was from 2024, but I hadn't seen it before. Laura Dern was going to UCLA Film School and asked for a leave of absence to go film Blue Velvet. Did you hear about this?
No.
So I think she's 17, 18, very young, and asked for a leave of absence, and they're like, absolutely not. This isn't a medical absence. You're not excused. I mean, so the professor's like, show me the script and I'll consider it. She shows him the Blue Velvet script. He says, this is trash, basically. If you make this movie, you are not invited back to the UCLA film program. This movie is trash.
What the fuck? So do we name and shame?
No, she didn't name the professor. But I just thought that was great. I work at a college. I believe in education. But basically that professor said, if you take an absence to work with David Lynch on his most iconic film, you're not welcome back as a student. What the fuck?
And even not knowing that it's going to be like his biggest blockbuster, you're doing the fucking business what that school is teaching you to do. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So to be fair, too, I don't know if it's his second or third film. Okay, so there's Eraserhead, I think Elephant Man, and then Blue Velvet. I think that's correct. He'd made Elephant Man. That was an important movie.
Elephant Man.
That was a hit movie. It was success. So working with David Lynch at that point before Blue Velvet would have been an important move for your career. What a career cock blocker, dude.
What a dick, dude.
Oh my God.
And I mean, if you're into experimental movies at all, Eraserhead's fucking top of the list, man. Yes. I mean, it's top 5 weirdness. Crazy. It's so fucking crazy with what's his name, Jack Nance. Oh man, that's so fucking awesome. What a dickweed.
Yeah.
I want a name.
Before we get to the movie, though, we do have another episode of
This Motherfucker. 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 This Motherfucker.
All right, I got 2 or 3 this motherfuckers. We've been gone a couple weeks. I got a bunch.
You've been stockpiling them.
Did you read about Kanye?
Oh, coming out and apologizing?
He apologized over anti-Semitic remarks. This guy made T-shirts with swastikas on them.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Kanye. Period. Right?
I used to like his music.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I never saw
Gold Digger's an all-time banger.
The Import. Right.
Yeah.
I like a lot of people call him like super important in the scene. I never saw it. I saw other people that were doing that before him.
Yeah.
So doing what, so whatever. But so putting that aside, he obviously has fucking mental problems.
Oh no, he's certainly bipolar.
And he definitely stopped taking his fucking meds.
He says he claimed that his fractured state led him towards the most destructive symbol I could find, the swastika.
Yeah.
So let me just say fucking bullshit to that. Okay. So, I know how mental illness works. I know a mentally ill person. He's having a rough time, right? He says awful things. The problem is mental illness is very common. There's a huge portion of the population that's mentally ill, but is not racist pieces of shit. Yeah. So I'm sorry. That's not an excuse.
No.
Now, people with Tourette's, right? That involves depression, amongst other things. It also can involve recitation of slurs, racial slurs, cuss words that are involuntary.
Right.
That is an excuse.
Yeah. I want to see what he does now. Like,
oh, he's running for president.
God, fuck you, dude.
No, he is. He's running for president.
Well, okay. What I mean to say is I want to see how he puts his his apology into action. Like
Right.
if he is truly sorry for what he did and not just PRing the fuck out of it.
I mean, this is him about Jared Kushner and his Jewish family.
So when was this?
This is a few years ago.
Okay.
I think that's what they're about, is making money.
Right. I mean,
If you just go through the quotes he said,
Global
every single one of them
banker,
a Jewish stereotype.
absolutely.
Claims black people are Jewish too, so he can't be anti-Semitic.
Yeah, right. No, and so the thing about like the mental illness on the level you're talking
Yeah.
about, he, like, again, I have no reason to stick up for him here. Like,
Sure.
I don't think that he is a special person or anything like
Right.
that. He made a fucking shit ton of money off of hip hop. The only people surrounding him are telling him whatever he wants to do is the best idea ever. Everything.
Sycophants are bad for honesty.
And for mental illness.
Yes.
Right? So I feel like that makes a mental illness way fucking worse if you've got nobody saying, dude, you need to get back on your motherfucking
If there's an
meds.
entourage of people making money off of somebody, what is their incentive to say you need to check into
That's a really bad
mental
idea.
health facility for
Yeah.
6 months? That's a cessation of their income for 6 months.
Absolutely. So that's my only point in saying I will wait. You're just fuck him, and I get that. I will wait to see what he does with his actual apology. Does he make good to Jewish people? Does he fucking
sure? If he actually turns it around,
does he donate all the money that he makes from one album to the Jewish Foundation or a Jewish Foundation? Like, because you're absolutely right. He is a motherfucking piece of shit for all those things that he says. But if he's truly sorry, then I will be.
Listen. I do believe people can change.
Yeah.
So, is there a universe where I could see him being authentic and meaning it? Yes, of course.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. But yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay, now we have one more excellent example of
This motherfucker.
Kid Rock. So Kid Rock, there's all kinds of shit to talk about Kid Rock. So the Super Bowl just happened. Bad Bunny put on an amazing fucking show. And it's funny too, because like you would read people basically saying, "Look, there's not a white person on the stage. They want to erase us." And the person responded via this meme I saw, "If you erase them, why haven't you shut the fuck up?" But I remember when it was Kendrick Lamar it was either last year or the year before.
Last year, yeah.
White people freaked out. Oh my God, there's a black man on stage and he's rapping. I don't know what he's saying. Well, here's an idea. Why don't you look up the lyrics? Because they're good. Here's an idea. Why don't you learn something? I don't know much about Puerto Rican music. I loved it. I learned a lot watching that. To me, having not watched a lot of Bad Bunny, I thought that was fucking awesome. I learned a bit about Bad Bunny and Puerto Rican culture. Fuck, it was fucking great. And again, that's what America is about.
So
is that we talk about a melting pot.
Yeah.
Right? It's absorbing all these cultures and being proud of them.
What I thought was the most impactful thing for everybody was at the very end when he said, "God bless America," and then he named all of the South Central American countries. Because and then he ended up with United States and Canada.
Nice.
But he named Mexico, Paraguay, Uruguay. I mean, he named all of them. That's what all the flags were coming through. So I think that he made, like, that was such an impactful thing for it to be said out loud that America is not just the United States of America.
Well, if you asked a maggot, they would say, "Yeah, America's been white for 10,000 years." No. We stole
Jesse,
this land.
6,000 years.
We stole this land from brown people.
The earth is only that old.
It's the idea that we can just steal something and say it's ours now, and you don't get to be black here or white here, or Hispanic here or Asian. It's insane.
It's him changing the definition of America, I thought, was probably one of the biggest things that he did.
That was a beautiful thing. I'm glad you pointed that out.
And all of the symbolism that went around it, like the power poles talking about like the shitty fucking infrastructure in Puerto Rico,
right,
and implying that fucking maybe Trump didn't do all he could when he was throwing out fucking paper towels after the hurricane, and like, oh man, the whole culture. You've got the guy that's selling tacos, which is a real taco place in fucking Los Angeles. You've got the kid getting a haircut, the couple getting married, the kid falling asleep on the chair with the band playing. Like, I mean, it was a glimpse into not just Puerto Rican culture, but Hispanic culture.
Well, and LA culture. And it's like...
And LA culture.
And so, I mean, the thing is, these maggots didn't live in Vermont or Minnesota, and they lived in LA. They would know these people, and they would eat at that taco truck, and they would make friends. It just would. If you're just surrounded by whiteness, right, and terrified of other cultures, it's just so easy to other people.
But so many of these fucking douchebags in LA are fucking pieces of shit.
Of course.
They're next to these people, and they fucking still...
No, it is possible to be adjacent to other cultures and still despise them. It's just harder, though.
It is more difficult. You have to be a lot dumber. Right, you have to be really fucking stupid.
And let's face it, mean.
And I throw those things kind of in the same bag.
Now we do. I haven't really talked about this yet, but we have to talk about what Kid Rock said to Billie Eilish. So Billie Eilish said that fuck ICE after she accepted her Grammy award, and you can't be illegal on stolen ground. God bless you, Billie.
Yeah, and I've heard all the fucking retorts about that.
But I do have to say out loud what Kid Rock said.
Yeah,
you might want to look into Jesus. He said,
fucking damn it, dude.
You got to see some of these people. I mean, look at that poor Billie Eilish girl. Just look at her. She looks like literally just unhappy with everything in life. That's got to be horrible. Maybe smile once in a while and let the song be the message.
God.
Okay.
Smile once
Telling
in a while,
women
dude.
to smile.
Oh,
this
my God.
This is something we could talk about for a whole show.
That is everything.
If a woman is upset, why would she smile? If a woman is serious, if she's a serious person, maybe she doesn't feel like smiling. And just the way that women aren't objects for you to fuck, her smiling or not smiling is her own free will. And the idea that women are meant to be adornment for men to be pleased, right? That smile thing is a insidious part of our culture.
I know, it's horrible. And it's not just, in like a situation where people are interacting. There's, and I know women can speak to this more than I can, but I know that like dudes are saying that to fucking chicks they're just seeing on the side of the road.
A complete stranger.
A complete fucking stranger.
Unsolicited.
Not there to make your eyes happy, your little penis piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the same kind of thing that gets people to say, you need to wear long dresses because, your ankles are turning me on.
Why do you wear your hair like that? Because I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Who the fuck cares what you think, you fucking douchebag?
Exactly.
Fucking drives me nuts. Now, did you watch the All-American halftime show?
Oh, so did he lip sync? Is that a thing? Because I've been reading, he's saying he didn't lip sync.
Of course he is. I mean, like,
you watched it?
Yeah. Oh, so
you're a racist.
So no, check it out. So me and Rob, we watched football, which I haven't watched a whole game of football in, I don't know, fucking 40 years. Uh-huh. Rob, I don't think has ever watched a whole game of football, but we watched the whole thing. We like got Peacock just to watch the football and then the halftime. And I have to say, there's a lot of people complaining about that game, but that was an exciting fucking game. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you I thought that was an exciting game.
I don't. I've actually did pretty good gambling wise this year, but I'm kind of burned out, so I wouldn't have watched it if a friend hadn't gone with me. But we did. We went to that place on Fifth Street and watched the whole thing.
I thought it was fucking like
entertaining.
It was really good. Like in fucking Seattle fucking had them pinned down, and then them trying to get the Pats coming back with a touchdown at the end and almost getting like it was an exciting game.
Did you see the difference between the two owners?
Oh yeah,
she's going to donate that team to charity and sell it. Robert Kraft is friends with Trump and has donated to his campaign. So I was definitely rooting for Seattle.
For Seattle, yeah. The Pats got pwned pretty good. But okay, so afterwards I'm like, All-American halftime.
Where was it?
I have to watch it. It was
on YouTube?
I ended up watching it on YouTube.
Okay, how long? So exactly the same, like 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
No, it was longer.
So it's Kid Rock. Who else do you remember? Anybody else?
There was I was reading a review of it in the Guardian or something like that. And it was a country singer with a beard. It was another country singer.
Did they have a minstrel show?
It was another country singer with a shorter beard. It was a country singing woman with barrel curls. And then there was like this weird, like, there was this weird, I think it was cello and violin concerto with two people. The dude was wearing like a pirate outfit. It was
how long was his beard?
It was stubble. It was not a true beard, but it was because
how luxurious were her curls?
They were barreled, and happy.
Okay,
and
so it was excellent. In other words,
them like watching that, I'm like, the only reason they're putting this on here is so that like, some woman in the audience, some guy in the audience can go, well, see, we do have culture.
I like the accent. Pretty good.
If I could figure out a way to grift, I have the accent fucking down, dude. These motherfuckers, I know
bro,
exactly
my
how.
kin are from Louisville, Kentucky, so I can do that shit as good as anybody.
Well, my kin are from Ukiah, which is essentially the same thing. Fucking motherfucking crackers. Anyway.
It's the Louisville of California. Well, I mean, dude, I went to the Super Bowl with a friend at this place on Fifth Street. Like, people just excited about Bad Bunny, just cheers, no booze. Like, the owner of this place, this little bar, lovely person that owns it, you know, a friend of mine who's disabled works as a greeter at this place. Now, let me just say that this place looks like a sports bar. When you walk up there, right, you're being greeted by a disabled kid.
Yeah, that's different.
Overtly disabled. I'm not just describing what you would see, right? You know, we're watching Bad Bunny. We're sitting in a bar where the owner has a disabled kid as a greeter. You know, this is a good place. This is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this is what America can be.
Right, exactly.
Which is just kindness. You know, people were kind and cool. No fights, just people cheering for Bad Bunny. It was awesome.
Now, let's get back to this All-American halftime.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. It is the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever seen. Like, fucking, he comes out in jorts, dude.
Oh, kid?
Jorts.
Damn.
And like his stringy, greasy ass hair, and he's fucking hopping around. I think they taught everybody, all the people in the audience, and I'm going to say
they were paid, by the way.
All right, absolutely. They taught them right before the whole thing went on how to do the up and down hand thing.
Hey, that's black.
Dude, everything that was on there was black. All the music was stolen, right? I mean, he stole the fucking the fucking.
No, it's American.
Like, and oh my God. And then, so he does this whole bit as Kid Rock, right? The song that I think he stole like the line from some hip hop song in the 90s, right? It was like one of the only thing that all those white people knew, right? Yeah. Then they did I think it was the violin cello pirate concerto. And then
with stubble.
Oh my God. And then he came back on as Robert Ritchie.
What's that?
That's his alternate ego. Kind of like a reverso fucking what's his name?
The country singer.
The country singer.
Brooks.
Garth Brooks. What was his fucking
I don't know. Jimmy Neutron.
Whatever.
So is this version of Kid Rock smart?
Well, no, he's a Christian and he sings country music. And it is the biggest pile of shit. Like, it's like a horrible fucking cover. And he like slips in a new verse that he wrote, and it's talking about the Jesus. You know, got a book on your shelf. It's got a little bit of dust on it. You might want to pull it down and dust it off and take a look at the man who's oh my God, dude, this whole fucking spoken thing about the Jesus. I'm like, you are the least Jesus-like motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I would like to recite lyrics from Kid Rock's Cool Daddy Cool. Are you ready for this?
I know this one. Oh my God.
Young ladies.
Yeah.
Young ladies. I like them underage. See, some say that's statutory, but I say it's mandatory.
Yeah, dude.
So, child fucking. That's what this song is about.
But put that into context with his Robert Ritchie, you got to find the Lord to make America great again.
Oh, God.
Dude, what a fucking piece of shit.
Yes.
That guy, I think anything else I'd say would have to be bleeped out on some level or another.
Dude, if we start getting bleeped, I'm quitting. I'm sorry. Ranting about these idiots is part of what makes me happy.
This motherfucking piece of shit. I watched that so you didn't have to, by the way.
Thank you.
So fucking horrible.
Those motherfuckers.
Those motherfuckers. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course, we are here for a different reason.
What we're really here about.
29 minutes later.
Is that where we're at? Nice.
We are here to talk about P.T. Anderson's ninth movie, Licorice Pizza.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair.
I met the girl I'm gonna marry one day.
But her mommy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go.
Listen, young lady,
but her friend is nowhere to be seen.
So how'd you become such a hotshot
Now she
actor?
walks through her
I'm a showman. That's what I'm meant to do.
to the seats with the clearest view. Then she's hooked to the silver screen.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who my girlfriend is?
Barbara Streisand?
Barbara Streisand.
Sand.
Sand, yeah, like sands. Like the ocean, like
Barbara
beaches.
Streisand?
No, like Streisand.
Sand.
But the film is a sad thing for.
This is fate that brought us together.
But she's lived it 10 times or more.
Our roads took us here.
She could spit in the eyes of fools.
You're not my director.
They ask her to focus on.
Do you really want to see my boobs?
Can I touch them?
See you tomorrow.
So, was this the first time you saw teenagers running? I'm sorry, wrong title. Was this the first time you saw Licorice Pizza?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I did end up watching it. Watching it like closely twice, and then watching it a third time, not so close.
I think there are 5 scenes of teenagers running, just separate in the movie. So there's a lot of
many,
running in
dude.
this.
There's so much running. Yeah.
This is an odd movie. This is not like his other movies.
Yeah, this is not as and I think this is his least interesting movie.
Yeah,
and
most
I think that
surface level.
it's most surface level. I think that really, and I think disagree with this a little bit, but the more I saw it, the less I thought of it.
Okay.
I
warmed up to it, but you think like you were watching it thinking, I'm starting to lose interest.
I thought with every one of his other movies, multiple viewings gets you more detail.
There are rewards
more
with multiple
more
viewings.
stuff. This one, it was really just one level, and that's not look. Being his least interesting movie is still a fucking high bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's the story's interesting. Like that's kind of that was my takeaway.
The main thrust of this movie is Alana Hayim, who plays Alana Kane. She's 25, is having a relationship with Cooper Hoffman, who plays Gary Valentine, who's 15. So this is a 25-year-old woman and a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah. Just real quick.
Yeah.
I love how her whole family was in it.
Yes.
Her whole actual family was in it.
She really is Jewish, that actress. She's her dad's Israeli. I guess some of it's accurate to the person.
I mean, all those people were Hames.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. You mean the actual actors were her
family?
Oh, I didn't.
Her
realize
sisters, her dad, her mom. That was all her family.
That was good stuff.
That was, dude. And some of the lines. What the fuck? Him playing basketball. What the fuck are you doing?
P.T. Anderson, of course, like Tarantino, is great with casting.
Yeah.
It feels like he pays a lot of attention to every single face on the screen.
Yeah.
Whether or not they have lines. I really appreciate that. Anna Hayim is not a traditional looking actress.
No.
She's not a traditional looking lead actress. And I really do appreciate that Anderson cast her in this role. Because in a normal movie, she's just stunningly gorgeous. So to have just an actual looking person be the object of someone's affection in a movie like this, I think is very unusual.
It's pretty cool.
In a movie.
Yeah.
So I did appreciate that.
There was some interesting scenes where they would, and I couldn't understand what was going on, why he was doing it. And I can't remember the exact scene, but there was these scenes where they would show her in the profile, and it would make her the way it was focused on her, the lighting and everything would make her seem less attractive.
Right. You mean like accentuating the curve of her nose or something like that?
Or just accentuating her non-traditional looks.
Right.
I don't want to. He made her look not great. Right.
Right.
And
that's a choice.
That was a choice. That was definitely a choice. And in the scene, I didn't understand the context of why he was doing it.
Right.
So there was some interesting film choices.
And the young man too is not a model. Right. Neither of the leads are. I'm not saying.
There was some times where I was like, that is definitely PSH's kid.
Oh, is it or not?
It is.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid.
Cooper Hoffman.
Oh
my gosh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, that's PSH's build. You know, I wonder if that's his kid. And I looked it up, and it is.
Oh, fascinating.
And man, that kid, like, but there was like a scene. I was like, holy shit, that smile, that is so Philip Seymour Hoffman. That was that little.
Oh, really?
Little nostalgia coming up there.
He does look a little bit like Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's got that complexion and the hair color and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, this movie is very unlike most of P.T. Anderson's movies. We talked about how in a lot of his movies there are rewards as you watch them and watch them and watch them. This one, not so much.
But you seem to like it more on rewatching.
So I think it was, there's such drama and urgency, even in P.T. Anderson's comedies. Like, I'm just for fun, I'm going to call Punch Drunk Love and Boogie Nights comedies, just for fun.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to call them comedies.
Yeah.
And, of course they're funny, but those movies really have a lot of heightened maybe drama or plots where you're like, you're very, very involved. This is more like a pastiche, right? Like, this is more of like a summer for these kids or, a year in the life of these kids more than it is very good set pieces like some of his other movies.
Yeah. I agree. It was very much something. It was over the course of a summer. School gets out. And they really did nail the feeling of the 70s. He fucking pinned that when throwing the fucking cherry bomb into the toilet in the beginning.
Even the lens filters, felt like it looked like a 70s movie.
The colors,
a little desaturated.
Yeah,
kind of felt like a 70s movie.
Yeah. There was one of the coolest things, like in some of the scenes where there's just cars driving in the background. Did you look at those cars?
No, were they amazing?
Holy fuck. Like every single car driving by was like amazing.
Really?
There was like one scene, I can't remember. It's like, I think it was him. It was Cooper and Alana are having a conversation in a building and there's just cars driving by.
Right.
I spent a lot of time looking at those fucking cars.
I love my old cars, man.
Oh, man.
Big fan. I thought of you the other day. Did you see this motorcycle artist that put a Ferrari engine on a motorcycle?
Sweet fucking Jesus,
I know.
Dude.
I would be terrified to ride that thing.
A V's. Oh my God, dude.
What the fuck? I'll send you the link. It looks unbelievable.
Okay, like that looks like AI to me, dude. That's like insane to put a V6. Like I've seen those Boss Hogs with V8s on them.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Dude. That's pretty amazing.
So
that pipe work is amazing.
Yeah. You have what's your motorcycle? I forgot.
BMW R9.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
I never wanted to ride a motorcycle, but I did appreciate the styling in that one. The industrial design's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
So,
okay, where were we?
Movie. Okay. Tom Waits was fun.
Tom Waits, that whole scene with him and Sean
Penn.
Penn, that was fun. And that was the first one where he ran towards her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The Hard Times is kind of like the Onion, so they have fake news.
Yeah.
And the Hard Times had one about Tom Waits. It said, Tom Waits insists royalty checks be delivered by Raven wearing top hat. If you know Tom Waits, that's funny.
Fly over Sebastopol into Occidental for him.
And the picture is him standing in front of a shit house, like 1910, dilapidated
Beater
barn.
house.
Yeah. So, yeah, we at our former employer, there was a coffee place across the street where you and I used to work. And I stood behind Tom Waits in that line. I'm like, that's fucking cool. That's definitely Tom Waits. And I had the good sense to shut up and not say anything and not bother him. So
yeah, I remember seeing him walking around downtown Sebastopol when he first had one of his kids, and it was funny watching Tom Waits chase around a 2-year-old.
He was on Letterman several times, but he was on a few years ago, and he was saying that he was walking around the city this one day and just expected to be spotted several times, and not one person recognized him. And then he was like at the dump. Several people knew who he was.
Absolutely.
Inferring or implying, I guess so people at the dump knew who I am.
Dump
Great.
dwellers know, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Them highfalutin fucking tech bros don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so we got Tom Waits, we got Bradley Cooper playing a Licorice. So actually, one of the reviews I watched, they did talk a lot about the symbology, and they talked a lot about kind of concept I hadn't occurred to me
Sure.
per se.
Yeah.
So he talked about Bradley Cooper kind of plays a player. He's like, is he Barbara Streisand's assistant?
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Okay, sorry.
And that's why he says Tail's going to kill me.
But basically him being the representation of the young lead's kind of inner urges, because, you know, he's a teenager. The young lead's a teenager, so he has these sexual desires about women. And so basically implying that Bradley Cooper's character was the outgrowth, like the manifestation of kind of male desire that the young man was feeling.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Okay.
No, and that's, you know,
Yeah.
I just like it. I don't think it's that deep. One of my fucking favorite parts in that movie is after, okay, so her fucking driving that truck backwards down,
incredible.
Fucking dope. So
She's a gangster. That was
she's
that would be
straight up G,
terrifying.
dude. That was
Yeah.
fucking awesome. And they're down there, and she's sitting on the side of the road, waiting for them to come back with gas. And
Yeah.
they're jerking off the cans or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just fucking around, being 15-year-old
Yeah.
boys. And she's like, "What the fuck am I doing?" And Bradley Cooper's character starts walking by, throwing the fucking garbage can through the window, and then those two tennis players walk by.
Yeah.
And then you hear him scrambling, running back. Hey, do you like peanut butter sandwiches? The best fucking pickup line ever, dude.
I don't know where he came up
I'm
with
like,
that.
that is
Hey, baby.
fucking so off. Do you like peanut butter sandwiches? He's all, I don't know, creamy or crunchy. I don't know, which one do you like best? Dude, that little interaction made me laugh for so long.
It's like
so
Jerry
fucking stupid.
Seinfeld trying to divert someone's attention by saying he just bought a speedboat. Just get him talking. Oh, you were going to buy a speedboat? See, you've already forgotten. So yeah, the waitress from Always Sunny in Philadelphia was in this.
Oh yeah, that she
Plays
was
his
great.
mom.
His mom. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
a lot
was
of
awesome.
excellent side parts. John Michael Higgins from the Christopher Guest troupe is in this.
The most racist fucking thing possible. Like, at some point, I'm like, what, how did he even come up with that fucking whole bit? He doesn't speak Japanese.
No, he does this sing-songy nonsense, like racist sounding Japanese, fake Japanese.
It's
basically.
American. It's like English spoken racistly.
I love someone says, "What did she say?" He goes, "I don't know. I don't speak Japanese."
No, I don't speak Japanese, but I think. Oh my god,
Jesus.
dude, what the fuck? Oh, dude, so fucking bad.
I liked when the young leads played phone chicken.
Oh
He
yeah,
calls her and she goes, "I can hear you breathing."
he hangs up.
But yeah, that was cute. Yeah. So this young man, he's a child actor. He does a scene with Lucille Ball. Right? They do that stage thing. They do that Rise and Shine musical.
That was supposed to be Lucille Ball.
Apparently,
Oh,
he calls her Lucy in it, and she looks like Lucille Ball. I think it's
oh,
supposed
I
to be
didn't
her.
get that. Okay,
But he tells it like a off-color joke, and she screams at him and hits him and stuff.
3 beavers.
Yeah.
You mean Leave It to Beaver?
Nope.
3 beavers.
So, yeah, okay. I'm sorry to this now. I'm just going to do it because I don't forget. I have to talk about the woke review I watched of this movie.
Yeah.
So they talk about the problematical things, older woman dating younger man, some gay characters that are problematical. They seem like respectful to me. They seem like real people. The politician and his boyfriend near the end of the movie.
Do people call that problematic?
Yes. The problematical Asian thing. I mean, here's the thing. So, like,
But
okay,
wait, clarify that for
Yeah.
me, because I don't get that at all. Like, I can.
he didn't elaborate on the gay characters being problematic.
He didn't get into it.
Those were real people that were having a breakup. That seemed respectful to me.
I thought that it was addressing what it was like to be gay in
Well,
1973.
and especially
as
if you're a politician, you'd be fucked.
If that comes out, you're fucked. And that fucking weird, creepy ass motherfucker, number 12. I thought that was somebody. I had to look up who that was, and it's
Oh,
not.
you thought it was maybe someone famous?
Yeah,
that was just doing a little
just
cameo.
doing a bit, yeah. But like that whole, like, I thought that was probably the most respectful way you could approach that whole scene.
Right. So there's an excellent podcast called The White Canon. And the guy that wrote A History of Violence, he's a screenwriter.
Oh, yeah.
Hosts it with black writers and thinkers. So it's interesting. They're watching The White Canon with some black voices, just kind of commenting on what things were like in the 60s or the 70s. And they really do dissect some of the stereotypes that are involved in these movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's fun to listen to. It's funny too as well. So there's two things here. if you're reviewing old films, just 10 to 20 years ago,
Yeah.
you don't have to go back very far for horrific gay stereotypes, horrific black stereotypes. Of course, they still exist in movies, but it gets way worse as you get into the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and 50s.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you're going to review a modern movie that's serious, that has racist stereotypes in it, I think it's ridiculous to not like the movie because there's racism in the movie.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's insane.
Don't watch the movie.
That's insane. If you watch a movie like Seven, which is about a serial killer, do you say it's filmed well and it has good acting, but I didn't really like the murders, so I'm giving this a bad review?
Yeah.
Murdering someone is bad.
That's
being
just
racist
on the face of it.
is bad. And may I quote myself, from 2 years ago when we started this podcast, showing something is not approval of something.
Yeah.
And showing the way something was in 1973, a 25-year-old woman dating a 15-year-old boy, right? Like you said, it had it been a 15-year-old girl and a 25-year-old man, it would have been there would have been a hue and cry about this movie that was, gigantic. But again, though, would have happened
Sure.
in 1973.
Yeah.
Does happen right now.
Still happens, yeah.
P.T. Anderson, I don't know P.T. Anderson, but let's take George Lucas. When that actor created Jar Jar Binks for that Star Wars movie, he created it himself, had a lot of enthusiasm. He was an up-and-coming star. He thought this was going to launch his career. George, I don't believe he got any direction about make this sound more black. So when Lucas was called a racist for that character, a guy created that character. He came up with those ideas. And so, again, I'm not saying George Lucas is a good or a bad person. I don't think he's a racist.
No, I agree.
And P.T. Anderson isn't a homophobe and a racist. He isn't.
I would never have gotten that is such a bad take. These people are not serious about art. They're serious about making themselves look a certain way.
Exactly. I mean, imagine looking at Klimt paintings or imagine looking at Renaissance paintings through the same kind of woke lens. This is what people hate about the word woke, right? Because they think it ruins everything. It's not what it really is, but when people complain about woke, this is kind of what they're talking about.
Yeah. No, and that it's purity tests, right? I mean, that's what it's really all about. It's
virtue signaling,
it's struggle sessions, virtue signaling, purity tests.
If you see this Klimt painting, Gustav Klimt, one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, amazing.
And a woman's exposed, right? She's topless. To talk about that being exploitive of women, to me, seems so surface level.
It's so stupid.
And annoying.
It's so fucking stupid.
Women are objectified all the time to this day. And that painting doesn't proliferate it or...
No.
I mean, it's stupid.
Nudity is not exploitation.
No.
It can be, but that not, it isn't like, it's not that's just so fucking stupid. Just because there's a nude woman in the painting doesn't mean that it is exploiting women in any way.
No.
No, the purity tests, struggle sessions.
It's so boring.
It's so fucking stupid, dude. It's so stupid. And if you have to pass these purity tests, the left is fucked. The left is fucked.
I'm not excited to talk up to a MAGA person. But if I did, and let's say I was forced to, let's say it's like a debate or whatever. I definitely, as much as I feel these people are awful, I'd be willing to talk to a person if on the right circumstances. What would I say? I'd say what's important to you. And they'd probably say security, a house, food for my family. Like, that's what Mexicans want too.
Everybody wants that. Everybody wants that.
And they really do. I don't want to become friends with MAGA people. I don't want to treat them like they aren't garbage people who voted for a garbage president. However, excluding does not work. People have to be brought into a conversation. I feel that they have to be brought into a conversation for some learning to happen. And if you don't learn, you're never going to feel any different.
See, I feel that's the case if they're actually not disingenuous pieces of shit. And I believe that most of the people that you would throw into the maggot category are disingenuous. They're not there to have a good faith argument. They're not there in the spirit of trying
They're just
to
here
learn.
to blow a racist dog
They're
whistle.
just there to be a fucking pieces of shit for
Right.
liberal tears. And fuck that. I don't think that engaging with those motherfuckers is worth anything.
Oh, I agree.
But if you have somebody that's an actual fucking, like a Burkean style conservative, somebody who's an actual conservative,
Yeah.
not a regressive traditionalist piece of shit looking to move America back to some make-believe fucking
Right.
time where, they could fuck their slaves. They're not fucking serious people. But if
Sure.
if you like, I can have a real conversation with somebody who's an actual conservative, because that is like an idea and a theory that's based in some sort of reality, right? I mean, the
Right.
idea of conservatism on that level is not, we've done this before, but progressives want change now, and they're always looking for like justice on some level or another. And I believe that a true Burkean style conservative, somebody who is also for those things. There's a libertarian small government streak
Right.
to them, but they are generally speaking for justice and for moving forward. But they like to put limits on it. They don't like moving too fast, which I think in some ways has kind of panned out. Like, I think that Barack Obama and gay marriage and everything freaked the crackers out. And this backlash that we're having is because it moved too fast.
Sure. If to put this in a personal level,
Sure.
Like, I knew an older guy, loved him, great person, just the best person of all time. Was from Louisiana, so a very racist part of the world, and never heard him use a racial slur. And one time he said something about black people, and for me, societal has a corrective value that needs to happen in a way that's not shouting at someone. And I think I said, you said that's, rather than saying that's a racist thing to say, I said, I've seen you treat people, and you treat people very well, regardless of age, race, or gender. You treat people with kindness. Every person I see you interact with, you're kind to them. So he has this programming from growing up in New Orleans, right? So he said that out loud.
Sure.
Wasn't the N-word. It was just something, vaguely racist. And I just said, the thing is, I don't think this is you. You are a good person. I see how you treat people, and it's not, you've never mistreated anybody based on their gender or their race. So I just think there needs to be room in society, where it's not in front of 100 people where you can shame somebody.
Right.
It's a personal conversation.
And I agree with that. But I also, like I said, and I totally agree with all that. I totally agree that that's the only way the change is going to be made.
Right.
But I believe that 30+% of America are not
Unsavable.
interested in that.
They don't give a shit.
This,
I agree.
The whole idea of the deplorables, I mean, is a real fucking thing.
70 million people voted for Trump. Do I think they're all stone cold racist? I don't think it matters. Because if they're not stone cold racist, they embraced a othering of every religion except Christianity. So let's say they're not racist at all, some of them. They basically said it's okay for Christian to be the dominant force of religion in this country, and that's exactly what our founding fathers did not want.
It's the exact opposite of what this fucking place is founded on. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
I know we got a little off script.
Wait, what movie were we?
If you're gonna review a movie, I think you have to be a serious person.
Yeah, and I agree that there's a lot of people out there that they're not serious. They're just looking to fucking talk into a microphone, kind of like this.
So now you had a hot take. Do you want to bring it out now?
We done? Did we get?
Well, not necessarily done, but I don't want to forget your hot take.
No,
Okay.
I got it. Let's wait till the end and we'll
Okay.
get through this because
You got it.
I think that it's bigger than this movie alone. So
I don't have tons more notes. What else did you want to talk about?
I guess it was a good story. It was cute. And it was that kid.
Do you think fluff, like too surface level?
I do personally, and that's why. And I'm willing to be wrong, but on rewatching it, I really didn't get more out of it. And usually, I do if
Absolutely.
I feel like there's something to it.
He's usually got little Easter eggs and treasures that you can find.
Yeah, and there was some cool bits. Like I really liked the interaction between Alana and fucking Sean Penn. I thought
was great.
I thought that was really funny, and he was just like so fucking vapid. All he could do was repeat lines.
We're going to Korea? Yeah. Margaritas are good. No, not margaritas. Cocktail. Shit.
Martinis.
Martini, that's right.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like I thought it's so really it was an entertaining story, but not much else. And I mean, two things like I noticed is like that kid was a motherfucking hustler, dude.
Yeah. I did like his tenacity.
Like he fucking wanted to succeed in anything, everything.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty good. And I wish that I'd had that kind of confidence when I was 15.
Oh, bro.
Jesus Christ.
I always think if I could go tell my teenage self, I would tell myself so many things.
Yeah.
I remember once I was girlfriendless in high school, and an attractive young lady said, "Hey, you should cut your hair." And I was offended. I was like, "Oh, fuck you." She was right.
Yeah. It's like
I had a giant Jufro, so she was absolutely right.
That's fucking hilarious.
So,
yeah. Yeah, take women's advice. Listen to the women. They know what they're talking about.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess really that's it. There wasn't a whole lot. I did like the movie. This is probably pretty low on the PTA scale, but again, that's a pretty high fucking bar.
Like There Will Be Blood is a much, much rougher watch, but to me, far more compelling.
It's far more compelling. Every other one has been more compelling to
Yes.
me. Like I feel like all of them. Yeah, every single one of them it was more compelling. This was a cool story. I still don't know why it's called Licorice Pizza.
That's a record store in Los Angeles.
Well,
Apparently.
so, but that has, I mean,
Nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah, apparently there was an Abbott and Costello bit about they were trying to sell records, and what was it? They were trying to sell records. They were having no luck selling them, and I think whatever one of them said something along the lines, "Well, we could put pizza sauce on it and sell them as licorice pizzas."
Interesting.
So that's the only connection that I have, and I have no idea why that would be anything. The only other thing I thought I was like, well, I like both those things, but not together. So yeah, I like the whole thing. Anyway, so
My pizza rule is no fruit and no fish.
I'll put fucking.
So my thing is there's a law of diminishing returns of cuisine, as you would agree.
Sure.
And I always said, pizza's a sweaty guy named Sal wearing a tank top. He's not a little weirdo wearing a green Armani suit. So it's not that pizza can't be good if it's frou-frou. But, we were in Los Angeles and I ate two incredibly frou-frou pizzas where one of them, the predominant flavor was like honey. And I'm sorry, that's not pizza. And I'm not some fucking Luddite. I've had all kinds of bizarre pizzas. I've eaten pizza in Italy. So, if you taste something, right, there's a burrito at Trader Joe's. And when I'm not fucking with you, dude. It's kale, quinoa, every horrific thing in the world except what actually goes in a burrito. Call it a fucking wrap. That is not a burrito.
This is a total aside, but my wife, for some reason, has taken to calling tortillas wraps, and I give her so much shit about that. Oh, what's a wrap? So the wrap the burrito. You mean a tortilla? So yeah, it's a fucking wrap when you put kale in it. It's not a fucking wrap when you have fucking carnitas or fucking beans and cheese and like. Oh my God! Yeah, the whole wrap thing. Yeah, kale in a fucking burrito. Somebody needs to be fucking.
If I'm eating a slice of pizza
hobbled.
And sweet is the number one flavor, you've ruined it.
So there's this pie from Sonoma County Pizza Company, and it's pepperoni, red sauce, cheese, pepperoni, and then dollops of ricotta on it.
Awesome, love that.
And spicy honey over the top.
I'd be willing to try it.
It's fucking delicious, dude.
I'm sure it is.
It is
as long as
fucking delicious. It's
my
not
mouth
the main.
Isn't filled with honey at the end of that bite.
No. It's a background flavor,
spicy honey
that also gives it heat. Yeah,
I'm into it.
So like that, yes. And we I used to do some really gay ass pizzas, right? But they were good. But it was like it would be
Frou-frou.
no sauce, and it would be blue cheese and figs and nuts of some sort, usually walnuts.
Sounds great.
And
Just
then
don't call it
honey.
pizza.
Right. I mean, So what would a flatbread? It would be a flatbread.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd go with that because there's no sauce.
I think calling it pizza has a certain connotation.
It
to
does.
me.
It does. It indicates something.
It's kind of like if you call some food Mexican. I do have expectations.
It's going to have beans. It's going to have rice.
Or, certainly aspects that I look for.
Yeah.
That are, if you just drift too far away, okay, this is good, but it's not Mexican.
But it's not Mexican food. Yeah.
All right, brother. Come on, man. Give me your hot take.
All right, my hot take. Now this is something. So I started thinking about, like, we had a couple conversations. One was with Punch Drunk Love, and one was with Phantom Thread. And one of the things that the two conversations that we had was when I said that in Punch Drunk Love, I said that that part where his girlfriend is on the phone with his sister, and his sister calls Adam Sandler weird,
Right.
and then she agrees with that. And my thought there was that this indicates that there is, like, they truly love their brother. And you were like, no, that's not love. And I
called it abusive.
Yeah,
but I get what you're going with. Yeah.
Right. And I got that. And all that did was give me food for thought. This is not a disagreement with your idea or anything like that. And then the other one was in Phantom Thread, and I was like, well, he really actually ends up, he loves her, and you're like, that's not love, that's abusive. And I was like, I think, I don't necessarily agree with that. I get what you're saying,
Sure.
but I don't agree with it. So, like, I was pondering, I was sitting thinking about those things and trying to figure out, like, what that meant. And what I came up with is that all of the movies so far, we've got one more to watch, and I'm assuming that this will fall into the same situation, is that all of his movies, either main focus or side story, revolves around unconventional love. And so let's put it into context, right? So, I had to look up the dictionary definition of love. There's two that really count. There's other ones, of course, because it's a big fucking, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
But it's a noun. So you've got a strong feeling of warm personal attachment or deep affection, such as for a parent, child, friend, or pet. And then the second one is a profoundly tender, passionate affection, often mingled with sexual desire for another person. Now, this is like the idea of, like, that's a description of love. But what is love like actually? And it's a feeling, right? That's a feeling that you have or you get in situations.
And that feeling is going to vary radically depending on the person.
Well, I think that the feeling itself is universal. I think.
I'm sorry. Maybe what I'm saying is the exhibiting behavior would be depending on the person.
So I think that how you get to that feeling is an individual journey,
Right. Sure.
right? So, and a lot of that's going to be based on how you were raised, when you first get a type,
Yeah.
where, general genetics, all these things, how you get to having that feeling is going to differ for everybody. Although there's a more conventional way to get there, and then there's an unconventional way to get there. The conventional way to get there is everything you see in the movies, right?
Yeah.
You fall in love, or, you hang out, there's a quirk that happens and you're like, oh, that's really cute. And then you develop feelings and you come to love in a fairly traditional way.
Yeah.
Now, an unconventional love is you get to that same point, but it's through unconventional journey, I guess I would say.
And perhaps the individuals would not be traditionally what you'd picture as a couple, for example.
Right. Seen from the outside, it may be it may look unhealthy. It may be unhealthy. It may be bad. I mean, when I'm excluding outright abusiveness, right? I think because that's something else.
Yeah.
But having the idea of an unconventional love, I think really explains, like, a lot of his storytelling. and it comes through both platonically and romantically.
Sure.
I feel like so
Both kinds of love are exhibited in these movies.
in these movies,
romantic and familial.
and in all of these movies, those two things are come to unconventionally, and I do think that it's like, I mean, this is such it's a really difficult kind of thing to define and talk about. But let's see, I'm losing myself here.
Real quick, I love this take, and let's go through it real quick here. Hard 8, right? John C. Reilly marries a prostitute.
Yeah. Well,
Boogie Nights.
So
several. I was just going to rattle some of these off.
Well,
Yeah,
let's hit them and we'll
Okay.
kind of get into it, because I mean, with those two in Hard 8
Yeah.
with John C. Reilly and Gwyneth, like they kind of get there in a fairly conventional way.
Sure.
But when they're actually together, the power dynamic switches. It becomes a very unconventional love.
Yes, absolutely.
And I feel like, man, just like him pimping her out.
Yeah.
So it's still love. I mean, it's still on the outside doesn't look fucking great,
Doesn't look healthy, yeah, but
they're in love.
they seem to be in love. Yes.
They're in love. Boogie Nights is more of a platonic,
familial love.
and you get that whole family dynamic of love in a very unconventional way.
Right till Mark Wahlberg's like 17, 18. His first sex scene with a porno actress is like she's like 35 years old.
Yeah.
So no one would say necessarily that a 35-year-old having on-camera sex with a 17-year-old is healthy, but she does love him.
She loves
him.
him.
That family unit does love him.
It's a platonic love too.
Yes.
It's not like a romantic love. It's very much a platonic familial love.
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, that totally comes out. Magnolia. I mean, I think that really that movie is about unconventional love.
In every single relationship, right? John
Yeah.
C. Reilly plays a cop, very traditional Christian cop who's falling in love with a drug addict.
And that whole scene of them where like, just forget everything that came before. It's you and I. Like that whole scene was
Yeah.
so fucking good. And
Let's
I
just
thought
talk
that
honestly
really
with each other.
broke
Let's
it.
just let us be each other.
Yeah, and I thought that really broke down kind of like the whole thing. But then you have Tom Cruise and his dad.
Yep.
That hated each other, found out he was dying,
Tried to reconcile.
Now, this is not. I would not throw this into the unconventional love category because it is very abusive. But I think that it's something to throw into the mix when you're talking about traditional, non-traditional loves. And that's the dad that was molesting his daughter,
Yeah.
and how that fucked her up, and then ended
Twisted,
up
but
fucking,
a distortion of a father's love.
of it is exactly. Punch Drunk Love. You've got Adam Sandler and his girlfriend. Completely unconventional love. The
Very
whole fucking thing.
atypically neurodivergent people. Very different kind of people, but definitely a love story.
Absolutely love story. You get to the same feeling through unconventional means.
Absolutely.
And then one of the things that made me go down this whole fucking rabbit hole is him and his sisters, and like how fucking
Yeah.
horrible they were to him. But deep down, they really did
yeah.
love him in their own fucking way.
Yeah, I don't think you can argue with that.
Yeah.
That they might be horrible to him, but that doesn't mean they don't love him.
But it doesn't mean they don't love him.
Yeah. There will be blood.
There will be blood. Him and his boy.
Very non-traditional. A guy like that, you'd expect him to like send the kid to an orphanage first thing. But
Immediately.
he kind of adopts him, becomes his de facto father.
Yeah. And I even think that you could extend that out to the guy that he thought it was his brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that once,
Familial love.
and that's why he fucking killed him, is because it was betrayal of that love.
He thought he had found familial love, and he hadn't.
and he hadn't, and it could have been. He could have let it go, because the guy may not fucking thieve him blind or whatever, but he couldn't do it. It was betrayal, and so he had to kill him.
Yeah.
The Master, obviously, the fucking love between Joaquin and Philip Seymour Hoffman, like that was a whole exploration of unconventional
Definition
platonic love.
of non-traditional, but 100% they loved each other.
They loved each other,
Yes.
absolutely, in a very like a very equal kind of way. It wasn't imbalanced in any way. I thought
Philip
that
Seymour
was
Hoffman, someone that intellectual, could see someone like Joaquin Phoenix and think, "What a disgusting slob." He's actually kind to him. He's the only person that's
Yeah.
ever in his adult life probably been kind to him.
Yeah, he said that outright. I'm the only one that believed in you.
And that was a true statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inherent Vice. Joaquin and what's her name? The girl.
Yeah.
That like
Shasta.
Completely unconventional. He was madly fucking in love with her. You don't really know how she was with him.
Yeah.
But in the end,
but it wasn't really reciprocal the way he wanted it to be, per se.
Although that final scene indicated that it could go that way, it did leave it. It
left it open, I think.
Yeah, but I think that was be a fairly unconventional way. But I think even more unconventional is Brolin and Joaquin's love for each other.
That exactly.
Right? I think
you implied that maybe Brolin had lost his partner and they might have been gay.
Yeah.
But at the very least, a deep friendship that, there's a lot of shouting and a lot of bullying by Brolin, but Brolin clearly sees Joaquin Phoenix as a friend.
As
calls up and says, "Hey, what's up?"
Probably his only friend.
Yes.
Right. I mean, I feel like
as tight as that guy is, he's not making a lot of friends.
Right. Yeah. So I think that that's that. And then Phantom Thread, obviously, that whole fucking love between Daniel Day-Lewis and
his wife.
Wife, like the whole kit and caboodle is fucking unconventional.
Absolutely.
And then Licorice Pizza. I mean, the whole movie was about unconventional love between Alana and what's his name, Gary.
And you haven't seen one battlefield after another,
no.
but 1,000%.
I'm assuming
at the heart of this movie is some very unconventional love.
Yeah, so I feel like that's the throughway of all of P.T. Anderson's movies. I
love it.
Is unconventional love. I've never seen anybody else talk about this, but I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's an original Josh thought.
I do what I can.
Brought to you by Vitruvian Man, exclusively to both of our listeners.
So to all both of you. So when we do
one battle
after another, I'll update this. But I think I'm pretty convinced that this will fall into.
Now you make sure you watch that with your wife. Has she seen it?
No, she hasn't. I
just
told her
trust me.
I want to.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I think you'll both like it.
It's getting. I know it's up for Oscar. It won something just recently. It's gonna.
I hope it wins all the awards.
Yeah,
I was very impressed. I say this in all seriousness. It could be my favorite movie of his, and we're talking about some of my favorite movies of all time. So I loved it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So that'll be next week.
That's my hot take, man.
I love your hot take. I think it's great. I do have a couple quotes before we go.
Okay.
Saved a couple of these up. This is Groucho Marx. We have never quoted Groucho Marx in this show, but a child of 5 would understand this. Send someone to fetch a child of 5.
What?
He's saying it's so easy a child of 5 would understand it. So go fetch me a child of 5.
Okay.
You know that quote by Picasso, it took me 15 years to paint like a master. No, it took me 15 years to learn how to paint and a lifetime to paint like a child. Something like that. This is Thomas Paine. He was a founding father, French revolutionary. Belief in a cruel God makes a cruel man.
Really can't argue with that.
No. Your God is horrific and hates gay people. Guess what?
Guess what?
You do. So you're going to love this. This is Henry Wallace, who, that's not a name I would have known off the top of my head. He was the 33rd Vice President of the United States to Harry S. Truman.
Oh, okay.
My father-in-law called him Harry Ass Truman. I always thought that was funny. This quote, just breathtaking. They claim to be super patriots, but they would destroy every liberty guaranteed by the Constitution. They demand free enterprise, but are spokespeople from monopoly and vested interest. Their final objective, towards which all their deceit is directed, is to capture political power, so that using the power of the state and the power of the market simultaneously, they may keep the common man in eternal subjugation. Bro. Was that said yesterday?
Too bad you can't stick that on a fucking bumper sticker. You know what I mean?
Greatest protest sign I ever saw was, "My opinion changes with new evidence."
That's it. Science, baby. Yeah. Fuck. That's what it's all about. All these assholes talking about bad science. There's no bad science. There's just science.
Yes. It's not good or bad. Oh, they said eggs were good for you for years, and now they say they're bad for you. Yeah, because there's new evidence.
It changes, man. It's not a fucking thing. It's a process.
My coworker showed up fucking sick the other day, and I'm sorry, I stay home when I'm sick.
Hell yeah.
And, I understand there are people who work for a living. They don't have vacation time. They don't have sick time. They are forced by their tethered job to be there. I am not. I have sick time. We all have sick time. We have plenty of it, too. And my boss is like, it's okay. She's been sick for a few days, so she's not communicable. Like, all right, Dr. Boss.
Yeah.
First of all, no, maybe or maybe not.
Yeah, you don't know.
They say on the waning end of a cold, you may not be communicable. That doesn't prove a fucking thing.
There's a whole lot of maize doing
There's a
doing
lot of
lifting.
amateur doctors in this country.
Oh, dude. Dr.
Amateur
Google.
nutritionists.
Dr. Google fucks shit up, man.
Do you know I wanted to make a movie called Dr. Monkey? This has been a fantasy of mine for like 40 years. Just, I literally just a slapstick kids movie where there's a doctor and he's a chimp. I know chimps aren't monkeys, but, to quote Penn Jillette, for all intents and purposes, hairy things that are funny are monkeys, not chimps or primates. So yeah, Dr. Monkey coming to a theater near you in 2027.
Diagnosing COVID since 1919.
All right, I'll see you next week.
All right, Holmes, have a good one.
Toast to bad dads.
All they taught us. Rock on.
See ya.
You have been listening to The Trivial Man. If you'd like to get a hold of us, you can either call us at 415-484-8841 or send us an email at thetriviumpod@gmail.com.